All right, Periscope, come in, come in, come in. Hey, 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 everybody, welcome. I can't see who joined. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the computer. So, welcome. Thanks so much for joining. Hey, Cuzzo. What's up? What's up? What's up? We are going to talk about purpose. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the ways that we miss purpose, the ways that we, thanks love, the ways that we do a whole bunch of stuff that may be good, it may be fun, it may be nice, it may even be fulfilling. But my question to you is, are you living on purpose? Are you living on purpose? There are a lot of things that you could do. There are many things that you will have the ability to do. There are things that may not come naturally to you that you can learn to do. There's skills that you can develop. But are they your purpose? If you're not living on purpose, if you're not doing the things, because I don't believe it's just one, but if you're not doing the things that God made you uniquely to do, then you're never going to be fulfilled in life, because your life is connected to your purpose, your sense of fulfillment, your sense of mattering and meaning in the world. That's what we call purpose. Purpose is the thing that God created you and only you to do the way that only you can do it. So I'd like to challenge you today. Spend some time thinking about your purpose. And here's some things. If you're trying to figure out what is my purpose, so-and-so said I'm good at this, I have a skill for this, I'm passionate about that. Your passion may not necessarily be your purpose. My purpose is to deal with people's relationships. That's what I'm on this earth to do. And so all day long, all of my work revolves around relationships, coaching relationships, whether it's a business client relationship, it can be a parental child relationship, it can be friends, frenemies, enemies, besties, but that's my purpose. And I'm good at a lot of different things, but I direct my energies, I direct my gifts, my talents, and I've learned to discipline my interest to all flow in the vein of purpose, so that I don't feel like I'm wasting time. Because in those days when work is not as fulfilling as we want it to be, we search for purpose. When a relationship goes sour, when we start falling out with people, when we question if we want to be in or out of a relationship, we begin to ask purpose questions. Why are we even doing this? Should we keep doing this? Why are you here? Why am I here? Why are we staying here? Why did we get together in the first place? All of those are purpose questions. And guess what? After passion fades, after desire changes, after attraction comes, goes, lifts, loves, leaves, if you don't understand the purpose, especially of a relationship, you're going to have a hard time doing the work that relationships require. And relationships require work to communicate, to stay connected, to remain engaged. And part of what gives us the stamina to do the work is purpose, is knowing I'm not really feeling you right now, but the purpose for our relationship is greater than my discomfort. It's greater than my boredom with you, or it's greater than this mundane patch that we're going through. I have really, really great, really solid relationships in my life now. I'm so grateful, but that was not always the case. And there was a time, there were seasons, it was actually quite a few years when I was like, I don't have friends, and what's the matter? And people don't like me, and what's happening? Hey, River of Life, thanks so much for your support. So it's how we roll. I love my church. Anyway, I had seasons in life where I didn't understand my purpose. I had seasons where I felt like because I wasn't popular, I must not have been fulfilling purpose. That's not true. Purpose is not always popular. In fact, in seasons when you're discovering your purpose, you're going to be left alone. So if you're in a place and you feel there's a shift in relationships, yes, examine yourself. Yes, examine your expectations, but also know it may be an invitation for you to understand purpose on a greater level. And when we're discovering purpose, that is a journey, and there are parts of that journey that we take with God alone. People can give us hints for our purpose, but they can't necessarily tell us all of what our purpose is. So think very deliberately, very intentionally about purpose. Questions that you want to ask if you're going to discover your purpose. What do I do uniquely well? Not just what do I like to do, but what do I do uniquely well? Natural gifts, natural talents often can be clues to purpose. So think about the things that come easy to you. Talking is easy to me. I've always loved to talk. And so communicating is natural. And that's a great part of my purpose. Think about your gifts, your talents. Ask people around, what do you think I do uniquely well? And listen to their answers. That's going to be a clue. Secondly, spend some time in prayer and in meditation, thinking about purpose. Think about the things that make you angry. Think about the things that arise a reaction out of you. Oftentimes, the things that we are passionate about, the issues that we're most passionate about, pertain to our purpose. So think about those things. And then lastly, think about the things that you maybe have been putting off. A lot of times we know what our purpose is. We just don't like it. We want a different purpose, or we want a more glamorous purpose. We want to do something else. And so we try to put the thing that we know God has uniquely gifted us to do. We kind of shove it to the back burner. We hide out, or we wait for some special event or some special chronicle time in life before we'll go after that purpose. So what have you been putting on the back burner? What have you been procrastinating? What have you taken off of your to-do list and said you'll get to it someday? That might be your purpose. It may be a clue to your purpose. And perhaps if you start living on purpose and in purpose, you will find the fulfillment. You'll find the energy to overcome the mundane, the boredom, the random kind of rut that we can find ourselves in when we're not living in purpose. And know that even when you understand your purpose, every day you're not going to be excited about it. You're not necessarily going to be enthused about purpose, but as long as you're fulfilling purpose, as long as you know that every day you are doing what God has made you to do, then you'll find peace, you'll find joy, you'll find the right relationships, you'll find the right connections. I referenced those years that I was discovering purpose, and I didn't understand that when we are discovering purpose, we can't always be in many relationships because it takes our attention away from purpose. Some relationships that we get into can actually distract us from purpose. So I was complaining to God, and I was upset, and I was saying, God, I need to do what you put me here to do. And God was trying to show me what it was that he had put me here to do, not necessarily through other people, but he was trying to show me in other ways, and I had to get still and I had to get quiet. So if you're in that season, it's a hard season. It's a difficult season, especially when you're looking at other people's lives and they seem to have the relationships that you want. You might be looking at me on Periscope and saying, well, you've got 5,000 Facebook friends and you've got followers on Periscope and Twitter, and so you don't understand my loneliness. Man, there was a time people didn't want to go to lunch with me. I get it. I totally get it. But what I can tell you from experience is that when you come out of that season, if you can quiet yourself and discipline yourself, if you can really hone in and be relentless in your pursuit of purpose, when you do find it, I can tell you that you'll stop chasing. You'll stop chasing people. You'll stop chasing opportunities. You'll stop chasing for people's attention and recognition, because purpose, when you begin to fulfill it, it brings its own validation. when you know I'm doing what God's called me to do, I'm comfortable on this scope. I'm comfortable if one person watches it. I'm comfortable if no one watches it. Why? Because this is my purpose. This is what I do. And so there's a validation and there is an anchor. There's an identity that stabilizes and mobilizes you once you really understand your purpose. So hang on in that season. Don't down yourself. Don't start getting in the Eeyore kind of funk if you're not surrounded by the relationships that you like. Discover your purpose. Be you. Live in purpose, on purpose, every day. Work on those things that God has gifted and created you to do. If there's skills you need to learn to fulfill your purpose, learn them. If there are talents that you need to develop, discipline yourself and invest in those talents. And then put yourself out there. Throw yourself into your purpose. I promise you from experience that the right relationships will come. And there'll be relationships that are refreshing. They will be reciprocal. You won't always be the one giving. You won't always feel like you're being sucked dry. So discover your purpose. Be intentional. Be intentional this day. Don't lay your head on the pillow until you at least begin to do the work of understanding your purpose. And if you'd like to work more, I'd be pleased to connect with you. But thank you so much for your time and attention. Now, I try to keep these scopes short, so I hope this has helped you. If it has, tweet me, Nicole Azan. Email me at info@NicoleAzan. Visit the website. It's NicoleAzan.com. I'd love to see you in a VIP coaching group. I'd love to just hear your feedback as you help me get better in fulfilling my purpose. So let's continue this discussion and this work of living on our best level, where we cultivate vision, clarify intention, and understand purpose so that we're living on our best level. I'm Nicole Azan. It's a pleasure connecting with you. Live on your best level. Bye.